Hey, hey, welcome to Live with Lynn. If you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, be sure to type replay so I know you were here. I'm Lynn Huber, and I appreciate you being here today. So today I'm going to talk about taking a sensible approach to selflessness. So today's Good Friday. For many of us who are Christian, it's a day of reflection and prayer and honoring the ultimate sacrifice that Jesus made for us on the cross today, Friday. And so according to most religious traditions and many scientific studies, selflessness is the path to happiness. You know, I'm Catholic, but I mean, we look to live a life more of selflessness, especially during this time. We look at how we can give back, and we reflect and we pray and we fast today. And so all of these things, I think, and I really believe that selflessness is the path to happiness. That's my belief too. But then I hear other people argue that sometimes that they have to put themselves first to avoid getting burned out or feeling like a doormat. So that's really what I wanted to talk about, because it doesn't have to be true, right? So if you take a sensible approach to being selfless, then you can take care of your own well-being while still helping those around you. So I have some tips to help you hopefully feel just a little bit better about yourself and your life, to avoid burnout, as you're giving of yourself. So the first one, take care of yourself. So protecting your own well-being is essential to maintaining the capacity to serve others. I mean, we've all seen the airlines telling us, put on your own oxygen mask first before helping someone else, right? Well, it's the same thing here. Take care of your own physical and mental health so you stay strong and have as many years as possible to do good works for yourself and for others. Develop reliable sources of self-esteem. Self-esteem is important. Cultivate the awareness that you and all creatures actually have value just for the fact that you're here, right? Regardless of anything you or anyone else accomplishes, we have value. We're important. And so tap into your inner sources of validation and motivation, because you need to feel good about yourself. You need to have that self-esteem. That's important for all of us. The third one, manage stress. So keep stress under control. Keeping it under control allows you to get a lot more done with less effort. Get a full 8 hours sleep a night if you can, or whatever amount that you need to keep you operating at your individual best. Engage in regular exercise and find hobbies you enjoy. Just manage the stress around you so that doesn't cause a problem for you, right? Set realistic goals to help others. How much you do is totally up to you. I mean, become a humanitarian on whatever level works best for you, right? So if the idea of moving to Haiti to work in an orphanage makes you nervous or isn't quite your thing, you can still volunteer to clean up your local park on weekends, or maybe you can help your aging neighbors with their yard work, or right now you can maybe help your aging neighbors with their grocery shopping, right? Because it's not safe for them to go out right now. So there's lots of things you can do. You don't have to be grand. You don't have to build an orphanage or go to Haiti, right? The next one, work as a team. So when you're embarking on a challenge, having partners is really helpful. So recruit family and other friends to join you in starting a community garden where everyone will share the harvest. And then donate that fresh produce to local shelters. Obviously, you probably can't do that right now with the coronavirus, but hey, it's another way that you can give back, right? And remember to be grateful. You probably enjoy any opportunity to do something nice for the people you love, right? The more you remember how much your welfare depends on your efforts to provide, I didn't say that right. The more you remember how much your welfare depends on the efforts of others to provide you with food and other necessities, the more you're going to want to give something back to your community. I mean, that food didn't just show up on your table, right? People had to pick it. All kinds of things had to happen for it to get to your table, right? And then number 7, pray. So studies show that decreases in activity in the right parietal lobe of the brain cause people to behave more selflessly, regardless of whether the cause of that is brain injury or prayer. I bet you didn't know prayer was so powerful, right? That it actually affects the right parietal lobe of your brain. Well, naturally, you want to steer clear of brain injuries. That's probably not the way to do it. So prayer can be your answer. Anyone can use prayer to strengthen their capacity for altruism, right? I also have some ideas for to avoid feeling like a doormat. If you feel like giving leaves you vulnerable or leaves you feeling like a doormat, I have some ideas here to help you with that too. So the first one, make smart investments. So being discriminating about where you choose to give is perfectly okay. You know, you might be more willing to provide free babysitting for a relative who's going on a job interview than for one who's getting their nails done. That's totally up to you. You know how much what you are willing to give, right? Empower others. So the greatest gifts that enable people to do more for themselves. So teach your friends how to fix their own minor computer problems rather than you just fixing it for them. Not only will they be pleased to have that knowledge the next time they need it for themselves, they'll be able to pass those skills along too. Give without expecting immediate returns. So you're less likely to experience resentment or disappointment if you're looking beyond getting thanked directly. You know, maybe it's not the thank you. I mean, you're not doing it for the thank you, right? You're doing it to be helpful. But so by focusing on bettering others people's lives and increasing your own happiness, you're bound to feel gratified. So you don't necessarily need that person to say thank you. Whether they do or not, I mean, it's nice when they do, but whether they do or not, that's not why you're doing it. So learn to say no. Being selfless is consistent with declining certain requests for assistance. You know, sometimes you have to say no and let people know tactfully but firmly when you're not able to help out. You know, this is especially true in cases where such assistance might be harmful. Like if you're giving money to somebody who gambles, you know, if they're always asking you for money, you might have to say no because they're gambling it, right? Watch positive role models. Generosity is contagious. So pay attention to the acts of kindness you see around you, and then they'll inspire you to reach out too. Make your life more meaningful and enjoy greater happiness by becoming more selfless. Being selfless is beneficial to you and to everyone you encounter. It is. Giving feels good when you develop a positive motivation and make sensible choices. It is. Giving feels good when it's something you want to do, not something you have to do, right? And right now, with everything going on, but also it's Easter and it's Good Friday, and this is a good time to be thinking about that. It's a good time to be reflecting on what you can do to give back and what you can do to be selfless and to help others. So, hey, now I'd love to hear from you. What are your beliefs around being selfless? What kinds of ways do you give of yourself? You know, I would love to hear even like, what are your Good Friday traditions? What are you going to do? What are you going to do today for Good Friday? Or what are you going to do for Easter this weekend? So please share in the comments below. Get down in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories. But thanks for being here. I hope you have a great Good Friday today. And I hope that it's a peaceful time for you. And I wish you the best Easter this weekend. So I will talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.